Hello, Pleasant View. Hope you are doing well. I wanted to give you an update on things that are going on here. I know a lot of you are asking and wondering when we might be reopening and what the plans are. So I wanted to give you some updates on things we've been doing here in preparation for that event. We had a team that I pulled together of heads of different ministry areas to have that conversation of how we can safely and responsibly open the church for worship and other activities. And so we had a great meeting, talked about a lot of different things. We started with the worship service itself and went out from there to all the peripheral things around that, including Sunday school and coffee hour and all those things. We had a great discussion and all the ways, all the options, all the ways we might be able to be flexible, things we might be able to tweak and do differently, not just because of this, but it's raised other issues. And so it was a really fruitful conversation, really good. We've taken that information. We're now presenting a plan to the elders. The elders meet tomorrow night, on Wednesday night. And so hopefully we'll be able to make some decisions. It might not be final decisions. It might not be even the first of just a couple of decisions. It may be ongoing. We don't know. None of us really know how this thing's going to play out. But the point is, hopefully tomorrow night, on Wednesday night, we'll have some more information to be able to pass on to you. And so as we've been all along, we're going to ask you to pray that we would have wisdom. Pray that we would make the right decisions, not decisions that suit ourselves, but are best for everyone. Help us, that the Lord would give us incredible wisdom as a team and unity, that we can move forward together. I would encourage you also, as we do this, and as we look at other businesses and other churches, let's not try to make decisions based on what others are doing. Let's try to seek the Lord's wisdom and His alone, and know that He's going to choose what is right for this congregation. And let's give each other grace. I know there's a lot of different opinions about what's going on out there, and a lot of different thoughts and ideas about how and when we should be doing things, and what should be acceptable and what should not be acceptable. And some people are looking at this whole thing and taking it in the aspect that we should continue to be isolated, and others are saying it's not a big deal and we should open up completely. There are a lot of different opinions, and I would just ask each of us to give each other grace. We're allowed to have other opinions. We're allowed to have differing opinions. These opinions are not central to the gospel. They're not. And so let's not divide or argue over them. Let's give each other grace. Let's allow each other to have different opinions. And even when we do come back together, if people want to do it in a different way, or some people aren't ready to, or whatever that might be, let's give each other grace in all of those issues. And so again, we're asking you to pray with us, asking you to pray that the Lord would give us wisdom. We're looking at all kinds of options. We might continue to be flexible as we have been over these last several weeks. The elders, again, will meet tomorrow night. We will hopefully have a decision. I will share that decision with you later in the week. As for this weekend, looking at the forecast, it looks terrible as far as even doing a drive-in. It looks like it's going to be pretty wet starting middle of the week and going on through the weekend. So at this point, we are planning on doing worship online. We're going to go ahead and record it that way. If the forecast changes, we may change plans again and say it's all recorded, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and do it outside anyway. So stay tuned. At this point, the plan is to do it online, but that may change if the weather breaks. So thank you again for all of your patience in all of this. Thank you for the continued way this church has pulled together and come together and loved each other and supported each other. Thank you for being the body of Christ in a really spectacular ways that none of us could have planned, none of us could have drawn up. Thank you for all that you're doing. God bless you. I look forward to seeing you soon.